Where Vikes in London. That's right. Minnesota fighting Vikings, we said when the opponents were set for the 2022 season, and they announced which teams are going to be over to London, including the greasy, grimy Green Bay Packers, including the New Orleans Saints, that the Vikings were probably going to go over to the UK. Now, I think it would be unlikely that they would move a Lambeau game with the Vikings all the way over to England, but Saints and the Vikings did make a lot of sense, where international marketing, UK region for the Vikings, blah, 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 Saints in Europe too, and they could really harp on the history. They could play the Minneapolis Miracle 75,000 times. They could play Kirk Cousins and Kyle Rudolph 75,000 times. They could show Bounty Gate to all the London and international fans coming into Wembley or Tottenham, whatever stadium they're going to be playing in, even though we all know the real stadium in England, the fields of Anfield Road. We are los supporters. Anyway, so it is reported by Jeff Duncan of the New Orleans Times-Picayune, Saints beat writer, quote, "The latest word I've heard on Saints international game in London is week 4 versus Minnesota. This has been a fluid situation." That's what she said. So don't book it just yet. We know it'll be either week 4 or week 5. Opponent has changed multiple times. NFL should announce a matchup soon. Now, the NFL schedule release is set to be on May 12th. And also I'm sure that'll leak out beforehand. But it's going to be good times. And last time the Vikings were in London, they beat the Browns. And also, that was a game where the Vikings had the game in hand, and Everson, on the final play, just had that foot injury. Just really derailed the season. But whatever. You had Thielen with the soccer slide at Wembley. Or not Wembley. This is at Tottenham. To dare is to do, and to dare is to not win the league. It's face or the Champions League. Liverpool had a little something to do with that a couple years ago. But yeah, Vikings in London. It's gonna be a fantastic time, and it's great too because I feel like teams like the Vikings, they do have an international flavor. I feel like there's a lot of Vikings fans in the UK as well as abroad. And also, I mean, we're looking at the demographics of our channel. I mean, we're certainly have some international reach. There's lots of Vikings fans around. And if a lot of them live in Europe, UK, London is going to be their best chance. Now, a lot of people automatically jump to the conclusions like, hey, the Vikings, if they play week 4 or week 5, that means they're going to have an early bye. And a 17-game season, 18-week season, that's a disadvantage. But not necessarily, because a number of teams last year who played in London didn't have the bye week immediately after coming back. The Dolphins and the Jaguars are an example of that. And the Dolphins even requested to not have their bye week right after the London game. So I think that the Vikings potentially, the bye week could be after the London game, but maybe the Vikings will just have that really quick-ass turnaround, have to shake off the jet lag. Hopefully the game will be at home, and then they'll get after it the week after. But either way, everything's up in the air, and like Duncan said that everything is fluid at this stage. So maybe the Vikings will be playing in London, maybe they won't be, but we'll see what happens. Either way, it will be a lot of fun, and I kind of want to go. I've even looked up prices on Delta where it's like, that's a lot of points. I mean, that's the whole thing. Like, you rack up these airline points and then you don't want to spend them, except you have to spend them because, I mean, what? I mean, they're worthless. They're like those little tickets at the video arcade. You have to change them in for like a pencil sharpener, even though no one writes anymore. No one uses pencils either. Anyway, Vikings reportedly playing the Saints in London this season, potentially week 4, week 5. Let us know your thoughts and our thoughts in the comment section below. Subscribe for daily Vikings takes. Want to support the work? Put a little something in the Venmo. But until next time, Skol, production value.